Hi, 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 hi. Okay. I can already hear two questions. First one is, why don't you sound more excited? And second of all is, why is this a replay and not the game itself? Well, same answer for both questions. Sadly, I had some technical difficulties, and this is the third time I'm recording this game. So the first time was the game live, and the two other times it was a replay. So what's the problem? Well, when I recorded the game, for some reason every sound was scrambled. You know, it was like trying to watch the Playboy channel. Did I say that out loud? Anyway, so the sound was scrambled, so I had no choice but to just record it again. At first I thought it was because my mic switch was not turned on properly, but sadly that was not the case. The second time I recorded it, I had the same problem, so I had to restart my computer and just try to see if it worked, and it seems to have solved the problem. So, knocking on wood. Alright, so here we had a problem right at the beginning of the game. We had lost a player for one game, so we were stuck with 13 players, and that meant we had no bribes, and we had to use a secret weapon right off the bat. So that was a problem. Anyway, so I decided that the fanatic would be the one who would suffer the fate of being sent off the pitch. And the game still had some nasty surprises in store for us, as you will see in a few seconds. Okay, not this turn, but the next turn. The computer tried something stupid, dodging out with a Nurgle warrior. Definitely not smart. Anyway, so I'm gonna still repeat what I said in the first two recordings. Here, as you can see, the Beast of Nurgle knocked out, was it Gobbler out of the game, but I decided to use the Apothecary, and he was able to come back after the first game stop. Anyway, so what have I been doing lately during my vacation? First of all, I've been playing a lot of Shin Megami Tensei 4 on Nintendo 3DS. Why? Because it's a freaking great game. It's a great series by itself. So, for those of you who don't know what Shin Megami Tensei is, it's basically a series of RPGs. Sometimes it's strategic RPGs with really dark themes. And a lot of people who don't know anything about the games will compare the SMT games to Pokemon with demons, which is ridiculous. Shin Megami Tensei came before Pokemon. However, just like World of Warcraft, which came after EverQuest and other games of its type, since they are more popular, people kind of think they came before everything else, and they compare everything to it. But it's still a relatively fair comparison, because it has that gotta catch 'em all type of thing going, except it's with demons. You have a lot of demon fusion, which is a great part of the game, where you just create your own demons by combining demons that you recruited or fused beforehand. Anyway, so usually the themes are really dark, like the end of the world, nihilism, you know, the desire to see everything disappear, and Usually it's a fight between the forces of law and chaos. Not good and evil. It's easy to think that law equates good and chaos equals evil, but that's not quite it. It's usually because law represents order, and order in the sense of control. And chaos is more of a survival of the fittest type of thing. So you have those two forces usually at odds, and you have the humans in the middle of it. So usually they're represented as angels versus demons. And it's a fair comparison, but still, the way they're represented might annoy some people. But still, I think they're really, really good games. And usually they're difficult games. In a world where games are easier every year, the Shin Megami Tensei games are a breath of fresh air. They punish you for being stupid. Anyway. So, I've been playing a lot of that. As you can see here, we're in trouble. They're kind of clearing the path for the advancing through the middle, and now they can. So most of our team is on this side, so we're in trouble. Alright, what else have I been playing? I play on a regular basis, so basically every day, Marvel Avengers Alliance, which is a web browser game. It's also available I play it on Playdom, but it's available on Facebook, on tablets, on iPhones, everywhere. Android, I think. But I think that the best version is really on the internet itself, on Playdom. Anyway, I love superheroes, and mostly Marvel. I enjoy DC as well, but I'm a Marvel fan at heart. So, really fun game. It's possible to play for free. If you spend enough time, it's quite possible to get all the heroes by farming for common points, which you use to get heroes. But the game has a PvP part, and the PvP part is really geared towards those who spend money. So if you just like player versus environment, you'll love it, and you can play it for free. PvP, not so much, unless you have a lot of money to blow. And finally, the other game I've been playing is called Dragon Pals. Not the most inspiring name, I know, but still, it's a decent fantasy browser MMO, and I enjoy the humor and the game, even though it looks simple, it has some depth. And I would say that this game, however, strongly urges you to spend at least a little bit of money. But it's still possible to play it for free. If you're ever interested in trying it, I'm playing on the Stormcrest server, which is server 13. And I've created a guild there called Only Me. And my character's name is Zaltia. So, if you want to drop by and say hello, you're free to do so. I'm quite sociable in MMOs. But, that's just in case you wish to try something different. And I can't guarantee that this game is going to be your cup of tea. Anyway, now that this has been covered, time to get back to the game. As you can see, well, things are not going our way. We've been able to stall the computer so far, but now they have some players who are in position to score. So here I decided to try my best to create a wall here. However, in retrospect, it was not a good idea, as you will soon see. Okay, so he uses up his blitz here, and this is where the computer tried something stupid and it succeeded. So they scored on us, and that put us into a huge hole, because they scored on the 7th turn, which meant we had to play before the end of the first half, and I had been saving the Gardens like Dakota for the second half, and now I had no choice but to put him on the pitch. So basically I had to use our last remaining secret weapon too early. So I decided to try and do as much damage as possible with mitigated success. Anyway, so yeah, soon I'll pause the game because I have to check on my food. But don't worry about it, I'll be right back when I do so. Okay, and anyway, I'll pause the recording so you will notice, because I don't edit my my recordings that much, but just as you know what's going on. And the only reason I have to do so is because yes, recording this game has taken much longer than expected, because I had to record 3 times. Alright. So anyway, sadly, the computer was a bit lucky on the 7th turn, and they were able to score, so the score was 1-0 for them. And that meant we would go into the second half down several players and all our secret weapons. Except, of course, for the pogoer, but then again, he doesn't have to bribe the referee. So things were not looking up for us. I was hoping I could tie the game, but not especially confident. The second half was interesting, so I hope you stick around and check. I can smell my pita pizzas from here. Yes, 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 with olives on top. Oh, yes. I love food, by the way. Pita pizzas are really easy to make. You know, you just take pita bread, you add, you know, tomato sauce or whatever. You can just grab spaghetti sauce if you have any. That's even better. Just use pepperoni, or if you don't have pepperoni, you can use bologna. That's fine as well. Or even turkey, if you have some. Although if you use turkey, it's probably better using white sauce instead of tomato sauce. And of course you use cheese. And I like to top my pita pizzas with nice sliced olives. Love olives. Anyway, however, you know, pita pizzas are really easy to make. You can just put the toppings that you like. You can add bacon if you have it. I would definitely add bacon if I had it. Anyway, so I had to use a reroll here, but the pogoer was able to grab the ball at least. But as you can see, we're missing people here, so not easy to protect yourself when you're missing at least 2 players. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's it. We were missing 2 players. So yeah, not looking good right off the bat. Stuck at the back of our end zone. Not good. Alright, so here I'm going to pause the game, and I will see you in a second. As promised, we're back. That was fast, wasn't it? Alright. Okay. So here the Beast of Nurgle took care of our Goblin. Okay. So we're in a bit of trouble. So here's what I was thinking of doing. You know, the left side looked really nasty. So I decided to focus on the right side. So I attacked the Beast of Nurgle with this troll, and I was able to clear this troll. So I brought this Goblin here in provision and did my best to attack with the troll, and it worked. So that meant our Pogoer had a strong defense on this side. So I brought him right next to the troll and started to create a loose cage around them. Of course, we didn't want our goblins next to the computer, so I brought him here so that he could help the troll not being stupid all the time. And that was it. Alright. So the computer decided to bring Pestigore here. I knew this one would not get up unless something crazy happened because of the troll. So now the computer had brought all these guys here, so I had a choice between attacking the Pestigore or Nurgle Warrior. I decided to attack the Pestigore. It would give a better chance to the Pogoer to squeeze through here and go towards their end zone. So I attacked the Pestigore. It worked. Alright, let's use our blitz with the other troll. Clear some space right here. And we went stupid, of course. So yeah, that put a dent in our plans. So I could still squeeze through here. So I decided to create the start of a cage here just in case. And it looked pretty good. However, yeah, our plans crashed and burned quickly. Right here. So since he was the one protecting the Pogoer here, oops, yeah, our bouncy bugger was now in trouble. Alright, and now the troll was all alone. Not good. So, dodge. That's good. And now Bouncy Buggas was in even more trouble, because now we had two people in his tackle zone. And the troll had no goblin next to him, so it was very dangerous for him to go stupid. So if I'm not mistaken, I brought this guy here. And this guy here. Yeah, to help the two trolls. And he went really stupid again. Yeah, that was worth it. So, by bringing him here, I had a choice between attacking him with one die or him with two dice. So I decided to go for the sure thing and attack him.
We don't see much of the heroes of lore these days.
No, I don't know.
And decided to advance to give some space to the Pogoer, because I realized I had to take a huge chance here. And you know, wow! Yes, 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 yes! No! Nah, of course, you know, we're playing goblins, so of course things would go badly. So when things seem to be going your way, of course that's when things go horribly, horribly wrong. Anyway, so yeah. At least we were able to dodge out of there. And there was a Rotter here, just ready to score their second touchdown. So nah, things are not looking good for us. And another injury. Yeah, it's one of those games. So I decided to start with this troll, with break tackle. And I was hoping to push him out of the way, then use break tackle to get closer, but I got blocked, so I decided to I would stay right there. I did injure him. He would have been dead, but he regenerated, sadly. And I brought the Goblin here. I was trying to grab the ball. You know, I was going crazy here. And the tentacles stopped me from moving, sadly. Here, I decided to bring some help. The troll was able to get rid of this pestigore. And then I decided, with the 2 remaining goblins, to bring someone close to the rotor in case there was a pass, and bring the other goblin close to the troll, so that the troll would not be useless next turn. Here we were lucky, just a push. He grabbed the ball, not good for us. However, he got close to our 2 trolls, good for us. However, this one here is well spotted for to stop our troll. So we had one last chance with Sir Fartsalot and his break tackle. Break tackle is great because it uses strength instead of agility to dodge. However, it only works once per turn, so you have to really choose carefully. However, since the Nurgle Warrior got out of there, we could just follow this spot here and use break tackle without any trouble. Whee! And we did. We were a bit lucky because he went really stupid at some point, I think. I tried to push him away. That worked. And I decided to try and grab the ball. It worked! And I had to follow the sideline to avoid the Beast of Nurgle, and I went for it twice and it worked. Man, what's going on? You know things are gonna go badly at some point. So I decided that the troll was great there. The goblin would be able to give a hand. By leaving this goblin here, it forced the Beast of Nurgle to either dodge out of there, which would be insane, or attack him, which would be logical. And we were a bit lucky, we got a push. And here we got really lucky, and here extremely lucky. Alright. So suddenly, we're in great shape to score and tie the game up. So I decided not to score on this turn, because the Beast of Nurgle couldn't reach me. Here we were a bit lucky, because he didn't go stupid. Alright. Here I made a mistake, I decided to leave him here. I don't remember which one went first. Was it the Beast of Nurgle or this rotor? Probably the Beast of Nurgle. Alright, so everyone's moving. Because they see we're gonna score! Alright. Here we go. Yeah, another injury. That's what happens when you leave goblins in other people's tackle zones. Here I had a choice between scoring right away or trying to hurt people. And I took the wrong decision. I decided to try and hurt people. I had to use a reroll, but you never know when you reroll when you're gonna hit twin skulls, so not a good idea. Thankfully, it did not backfire and I was able to score and tie the game up, which will definitely help in case there's a tiebreaker to get in the playoffs. Anyway, whew, that was a close game, wasn't it? 1-1. I didn't think we would make it, but thankfully we did. It was a bit too close for comfort, though. As you can see, not many players left. So, kick the ball for the last time, and it was their last turn. So I just had to hope no one would get injured again. And I watched helplessly as the computer played its last turn. Thankfully, he created a cage, so that was one less thing to worry about. Here we had a push, that's great. Blitz, that's great. So only this one was left. And that was it. So, Sir Fartalot got 2 injuries for 4 points. And Dastika got 3 points for his score and level up. Thankfully, he got doubles, so I gave him block. Bouncy Baga got the MVP, and that gave him enough points to level up, and I gave him a sure feet. I didn't like the fact that he injured himself while going for it, so sure feet should help. Anyway, that's it for today. See you next time.